All right, so here we go. We're doing a workshop tour today. I've been promising to get this up. I'm going to try to get it through it without editing at all. I'm just going to put it up on YouTube. So I hope it goes well. Anyway, so we walk right into the door from a lanai that separates our house from our garage. It's basically a covered breezeway. I'd love to show you that room, but if you hear some power tools in the background, it's our construction guy putting the finishing touches on the ceiling and the roof and hanging a new door. So anyway, we are at the tail end of repairs from Hurricane Ian, and we are super duper excited about that. This was one of the last rooms to be done. We got new ceilings out here. I'm going to show you some before pictures, and you'll see that we went for almost 18 months with a blue tarp on our roof. And so when that happened, of course, a lot of moisture and condensation got in, and our ceilings started to collapse. So we got new ceilings. Anyway, so right beside the door here when you walk in are my shelves, my inventory shelves, I will call them. I hung these curtains to keep the dust out and also to just keep things from looking completely cluttered and disorganized. But actually it's pretty organized. These crates go to every show with us. They're full of inventory. On the bottom shelf are my toolboxes that hold common items like scissors and hot glue guns that go to workshops with me. I teach a monthly workshop at our local library. And so if you're a library peep, then you know what's in those boxes. Anyway, so like I said, all of these things get put in the car. I have things in here like bags for purchases. In the Tupperware, there are bags that are ready with my logo on them, and also business cards and price tags. Also is my tool bag for show setup with everything we need to set up our vendor tent, and packing blankets for some of the bigger artwork. Ratchet straps are in that Ryobi bag to secure the tent to the top of our SUV. I put these shelves here because it's right by the door and our car is right there. So it's just a few short steps to pack everything. Here are more inventory items that haven't been turned into anything yet. So these are basically just blanks for the most part. There might be a library project scattered among these things on this shelf. But let's talk about where I got these shelves. These were on Marketplace. They were advertised by the local hospital. They were free to come and get, so it was totally worth the $20 to rent a truck from from Home Depot actually, and grab these shelves. I have 4 of them. So here are 2 more, but before we go over that, we'll step back and just look at as much as we can of the space. Here we have my main work table, really my only work table. I tried to separate everything into workstations so that I could keep all the mess and all the supplies separate. So this is my main work table right here. You can see I just built it with cube organizers and a piece of plywood. It was a 4x8, but that's not quite 8 feet. It's probably more like 6 feet. I cut it down so that it just didn't need to be 8 feet. Anyway, so I also trimmed it out with some 1x2s because I wanted it to be neat and tidy. What you see here is my new filming space for YouTube. There's plenty of natural light in here, so if I want to leave the doors open, it's a perfect space. I also have a ring light, and then I have other directional lighting that I haven't set up yet because I haven't made a video out here yet. But if it's hot, and generally it's hot because we live in Southwest Florida, I also have air conditioned this space. This is a split unit, and so it gets this space super cold. Actually colder than it is in our house at times. And then we have a television here, So as I work alone most of the day, this sort of keeps me from getting bored or going inside the house to take a break. I really just take all my breaks out here and stay out here most of the day. Anyway, so on my workstation here, I've labeled all of my cube organizers with what is in them. Again, just more blanks. You can see some of them say wood blanks, box signs, rope, whatever it is. Also here I have a little pegboard with my most commonly used supplies like scissors and Cricut tools, a pen and a pencil, screwdrivers, things like that. Then over here I have my logo that I made from a lamp, and just again some more commonly used supplies, glue sticks, my Bluetooth radio, which is definitely necessary in this workspace. Also my Ryobi hot glue pen, reading glasses, because that's where I'm at in life. And over here is Sully. She's taking a little nap. Both of my dogs spend a lot of quality time out here with me. When I tell them we're going to work, they immediately go to the garage. They know what that means. So I bought this bin organizer at Harbor Freight, and it houses a lot of supplies that I use regularly. It's pretty handy. It's on wheels, so I can also take it in my house if I need to craft in the house. These two shelves, again, behind my workstation, hold more supplies, more blanks. It's fairly organized. There's lots of frames. I put my fine art in frames. I redo the frame and then put a G-clay print in those frames. I have two of those, so there's one. Here's another one. Again, just lots and lots of blanks, lots and lots of things that need to be turned into something, either with my own artwork or artwork of my choosing. Also, let's talk about these rugs. Gosh, there's some things on them right now. I needed to vacuum them this morning. I usually take the time to vacuum on Friday evening after the work week. But it's Wednesday and I haven't done that yet. So anyway, I did get these rugs at the bins. I got two of them and they butt up very nicely together. You would never know there are two of them, and they were $5 a piece. They had never been unrolled. I also have out here a dog bed, and Dixie has brought it out. It usually sits in this little cubby right here, but Dixie has been very busy this morning, so she dragged it out to the open. Speaking of Dixie, here she is. Dixie. Dixie. Hey. Hey. Say hello. Hi there. Anyway, that's Dixie the DIYer. She doesn't have time to be bothered right now because she is hunting for lizards. Anyway, so I want to show you the rest of my workstations. Let's see, my aprons that I have hung up. And then anytime I have a little space that I slip in a container full of supplies. I bought this shutter at the bins, and on it are wire baskets that I also bought at the bins with supplies in them. This here is my saw table, and this is by perspective. It is behind my workstation and behind those two shelves. So this is my saw table, and under these skirts that I put on the tables are also supplies. There's stacks of wood down there. There are also in every nook and cranny there are crafting supplies. So here's my scroll saw and my compound miter saw. I haven't really used them in a while because I've been busy with this renovation, but I do have to secure this table to the floor with some mortar screws, which is going to mean drilling into the floor of the garage, which isn't a problem. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But anyway, so this is my saw table. This is where I'll be using my saws and making all sorts of neat things. And over here is my paint table. So this would be right under the air conditioning, and right under the television here I have a paint table. This is where I paint all my projects and where they lay to dry. I have this roll of paper here that is meant to keep my table nice and clean. I'm trying to keep everything tidy in here. And on this table are all the projects that I am working on getting done for our next show, which is in September. And also I have a couple DIYs coming up. Believe it or not, I'm working towards doing a DIY at least every week. This has been a real challenge trying to get this room ready, because we started with, you know, just a colossal mess on our hands. Anyway, so my next video I'm going to show you how I did this, what materials I used, and we'll just do a step-by-step tutorial. We also have a couple more projects that will be in that video. So back here behind my painting table is these are my tools, all of my tools. These are all my power tools that I use on a regular basis. And then this pegboard is full of tools that I use on a regular basis. I'm not worried about having table space here because I don't really do any projects here. This is just a little storage area. So here's all my paint. These are all my Dixie Belle and DIY paints and folk art paint that Plaid sent me. These are all my craft paints that we tend to use at the library quite a bit. I also hung curtains in my little space. I thought that was important just to finish it off. Also, my son does some work here. He does not live with us, but he has a little resale business, and so he comes over here to work. And this is his area. He sells media, so he needs that television to check his media to make sure that it works correctly. So I set him up a little place over here. And also because this is our garage and we live in Florida, and oftentimes your laundry room is in the garage in Florida. This is our laundry room as well. So, but it is convenient to have a wash tub out here. Also here are my my tent that we take to vendor shows, some easels. So everything is pretty handy to get to and very organized. Oh, I forgot to show you. First of all, let me show you Dan's workspace. Oh, well, hello, Dixie. This is his tool bench over here. He has yet to really organize this, but here it is. He got a nice little space over here for himself. So in here is house paint, things like that that we basically use in the house, or finishing things that I use in my crafting. Oh, also I wanted to show you over here under my paint table, all my artwork that we take to shows is under here in a stack. These are all the big pieces that get wrapped in blankets and put in the car. And then also over here on this side are my bins that go to every show. So those bins are full of inventory. They are zip tied shut, so they're nice and secure. Sorry, Dixie's got stuff to say. That's her big girl voice. So she's letting me know something's going on. Anyway, and then here are, here's my shop vac. I try to use that, like I said, every Friday. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this small tour of my workshop. It's going really well. I'm ready to start filming out here. I haven't even broken in my new camera yet. This is my new camera. But stay tuned, and next week I hope to have a video up of some actual DIYs. See you then. Bye-bye.